The sun may be shining, but I can tell you it's definitely autumnal now. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. I am a part-time reseller on eBay. This is my latest monthly sort of eBay sales update where I go through a highlights reel of what's sold on the shop, what I paid for it, how long it's taken to sell, what it eventually sold for, and would I recommend you sort of seeking out these items too. Just gives a bit of an indication of what is selling on my shop and just getting an idea of sort of the time scales certain items take to sell. Because I find that's a sort of an overlooked aspect of reselling. It's nice to be able to sort of put some money into something, have it, and then sell it on for a decent profit within a reasonable amount of time. I don't really want to be spending, let's say, a tenner on something that might make 50 quid, fantastic, but if it takes a year and a half to reach that value or that sale, then what's the point? So hopefully I can share some of the insight of what I've been picking up and how long it has been taken to sell, because I find that some items that people have been selling quickly just don't sell that well for me. So without further ado, let's get going. Now we are in Q4 now, the hyped Q4. I've never really gotten on with the Q4 hype. Looking at what's sold during October, sales have been up a little bit, but not a huge amount. Been listing the same amount of things on the whole. Actually, no, to be fair, that's a lie. I've been listing fewer things because my stock sort of replenishment has decreased now that car boot sales have finished. So maybe Q4 is a thing. Maybe I'm talking rubbish, but it's not like a substantial increase over September. But we'll get into what's sold now. So without further ado, let's get going. Start off with a die-cast sale. I love selling die-cast. It's how my reselling journey began. It's sort of what I knew before I knew about anything else, if that makes sense, having collected Hot Wheels and stuff for so long. So I bought a big load of cars and trucks and stuff from a friend for a tenner. I've been selling off the more choicey ones individually, and I just bulk listed most things on Marketplace and got it gone quickly. This is one of the ones I sold individually. This is a Britain's, and that's a manufacturer you need to be looking out for. Britain's do farm vehicles, tractors, lorries, really sort of good quality models, whether it's like machinery or like animals. This is a vintage Britain's, and it's called the Magirus Deutz Iveco. I know what Iveco is. It's a livestock truck. Missing the livestock, missing the box on the back. I think it worked out to cost me about 50p. And that's gone for £13 plus postage. This is a landmark sale. Certain brands just don't do well at all. They might cost lots new, but for some reason on the second-hand market, they just sort of flounder. And Ted Baker is one of them. In fact, Ted Baker is probably one of the most disappointing brands to resell. But I've sold some Ted Baker boots, and for a good price. Ted Baker clothing I would just avoid. Even like a good material composition suit, there just doesn't seem to be the demand on the second-hand market. But these guys, these are a pair of these are called the Cameroon, not the country, Cameroon black leather Chelsea boots, size 10, good size, £45 plus postage they went for, and I paid £3 for them at the car boot sale. Admittedly, they did take a couple of months to sell, but I persevered. Promoted them, all that good stuff. Yeah, £45 plus postage for Ted Baker boots. So Ted Baker boots, if you can find them for a good price, even if you can find them for like a tenner, there's a good amount of profit there in it. But anything else Ted Baker, I just wouldn't bother with, because I don't know, they're just, like I said, there isn't a demand second hand for it. But maybe one day, maybe it'll come back. But at the moment, no. And this is my best sale of the month. Didn't quite break £100, £99.99, basically £100. So this is something I've had in the collection for a while. It's been sat up there on the shelf. I felt like the box was at risk of being like sun damaged. It might have fallen off, that sort of thing. So this is a vintage Hot Wheels Crackups Bash and Smash track sets. Dates from the sort of early 1980s. The Crackups were a line of Hot Wheels cars. I wish I had one to hand. Basically where you sort of run it into another one and the side or the front will like rotate and show like crash damage. Kind of cool actually. I'll put a picture in here of one. Not the most sort of sought after series, but this set, honestly, I could find very, very few others. I think there was one that was sealed, and that was up for 180 quid, I think, in France. But this one wasn't, but it was complete, really good condition. Both cars were there. Sticker sheet hadn't been used, or had it? Sorry, sticker sheet had been used, but the instructions were like crispy. All the inlays were in there. Outer box was a bit tatty. That's okay. This, yeah, so like I said, £99.99 plus £10 postage. I remember buying this from a car boot sale, man, 10 years ago? Must be getting on for 10 years ago. And I want to say I might have paid a tenner for it, something like that. I'm thinking this is like one of the jewels of my collection. But like I said, at this moment in time, I don't really have the space for it. It was potentially getting damaged. I thought, I'll get it gone. And yeah, sold for full price. So really happy with that one. This was a good find, actually. This is a pair of mountain equipment. What do they call these? They just call them the mountain gloves. Fair enough. They're insulated, waterproof. Weren't like Gore-Tex or anything, but Mountain Equipment is a fantastic brand. I've got under there somewhere. Oh, here you go. Just happens to have it next to me. One of my favourite coats is also Mountain Equipment. Love it. Love the brand. But these gloves were a bit too sort of heavy duty for my sort of what I get up to. But I think I only paid £3 for them in an Oxfam of all places, in like just a glove basket. £3. I think I had them up for 30. Someone offered me 10 light. I sent out a 10% offer, so £27 plus postage from £3. That's fantastic. So check the glove boxes. I know most of them are like Finsulate, just sort of the sort of fleecy ones. If you can find like waterproof ones are a good brand. Maybe not North Face because that's a bit obvious, isn't it? But these literally just had, hang on, again, bring the coat back. They didn't have like text on them, they just had, how's it gone? They basically just had that logo, so no text, just that. So I guess they flew under the radar of the shop, so be on the lookout for them. So yeah, really happy with that. Sort of band t-shirt. This actually sold pretty quickly. I probably could have squeezed a bit more out of it, but I wasn't quite sure how to price it. Only a size medium. So this is a Gildan graphic print tee from the band The Levelers. Again, size medium, really good condition. I paid £3.50, I think, for this one in a charity shop. Sold for 15 plus postage, so not an amazing markup, but quick sale. Can't complain. Another one from that big job lot of cars I bought for my friend. Again, another Britons. This is a vintage Britons Land Rover Series 3 in a police livery. Wasn't complete. It's missing a couple of lights. The stickers were a bit worn, so it wasn't in the best condition. But that one for £20 plus postage. So yeah, Britain stuff, especially vintage Britain stuff, it's got a really strong following. If you can find one of those that's complete and in really good condition, you probably push like 40 plus. So yeah, vintage Britons, just yeah, be on the lookout for. Sticking with diecast, this is not quite so good. This is a Vargo Dodge Viper GTS. More of an unusual colour scheme. I remember buying this from, again, I think a car boot sale, but we are talking 15 years ago, maybe. So a long time ago. But again, I'm just trying to thin out the sort of larger cars I've got. I haven't got the space to display them and enjoy them, so they've got to go, unfortunately. That's gone for £12 plus postage. Sort of Monster High Doll. Gosh, I haven't sold a Monster High Doll for ages. I've still got a few of them in a box down there, but like incomplete. I found I was selling these quite well for a period, but they've kind of like dried up. But I think all the sort of the choicey ones sold, and I've been left with the less desirable ones. This is a doll called Venus McFly Trap. Okay, Venus McFly Trap. She comes with her pet, her diary, her hairbrush, and her stand. So I think she's mostly complete. I don't know if she's fully complete. Might be missing earrings or something. But she's gone for £30 plus postage. So really happy there. Again, positive feedback received. Excellent. So yeah, some Monster High dolls can do really well. Others not so much. But it's all about learning, you know, what year they came out and ensuring that most of the accessories are with them. You know the drill with dolls. The more stuff that comes with them, the higher the price they can get. Back in the summer at the car boot sale, I tried to experiment a little bit with certain things. And one of the things I picked up was a wetsuit. Never sold a wetsuit before. typically the wetsuits you see are the ones you can buy in the supermarket that just haven't got any value. But I saw this one. It's a brand ONeal, so a popular surfing brand. Paid a tenner. It's a size medium, so not the best size, but lovely condition. Zip worked, no holes in the sort of neoprene. That's gone for £40 plus postage, and it took maybe a week or two to sell. So definitely something worth sort of investigating next year. I don't really find wetsuits in charity shops. I guess it's not the sort of thing that you would sell in, or they would like accept. I just don't think I've ever really seen them, apart from the supermarket ones anyway, and like kids sizes. But yeah, adult sized wetsuits, name brands, so ONeal, Quicksilver, Rip Curl, Billabong, that sort of thing. Maybe worth looking into. I haven't tried out, to be fair, when I bought that wetsuit, they had a ladies one as well. But they also wanted a tenner for it. I just wasn't quite sure how well it would do, so I left it. But next time, I might pick it up. I want to see how well ladies ones do as well. I reckon if you can get a decent size, probably 12 and above, they probably do okay. So, yeah, something to look forward to next year. But for now, I'm happy with that sale. Of course, coming into winter, insulated stuff is going to hopefully become more popular. So these are a pair of Timberland. These are called the Mount Holly boots. So leather, fleece-lined boots. I had these for ages. They just haven't sold for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, I relisted them because they weren't selling. So I sell similar. Size 9. I think I might have messed up the description. I think the sizing which wasn't like correlating, so it said something different in the specifics and not the text, if that makes sense. But anyway, UK size 9, really good size. Yeah, 30 quid plus postage. Cool. I don't know what I paid for them. I think I got them from a car boot sale, maybe £4 or £5, something like that. But yeah, 30 quid plus postage. Happy with that. Bang on the door mugs. Definitely something you should be looking out for. You can pick them up for like 50p a pound. You can get sort of £8 to £10 for them. This is one example. This is the, what's this called? The Best Friends fine bone china mug. So, you know, Best Friends, Groovy Chick, they do like animals and stuff as well. This has gone for £10 plus postage. Yeah, I hope it's got there safe and sound. I did sell one that broke in the post, but it wasn't in the best condition. So I reckon it was like weakened before I sent it. Because I packaged it really well, but it just arrived just completely disintegrated. So yeah, just make sure there aren't any cracks in them. But yeah, bang on the door, Groovy Chick, that sort of thing. Sort of like Y2K era thing. I think the nostalgia factor hits here. So yeah, keep an eye out for them. Got some Skechers. If you've watched previous videos, you'll know that my feelings for Skechers is sketchy. You're not the best seller, are they, really? But anyway, these are a pair of, these are men's Go Walk on the Go deck shoe style trainers, is what I called them. UK size 10, great size. Paid, I want to say I paid £3 for these in a charity shop. And they've gone for £17 plus postage. I think they sold within in a couple of days. Weren't in the best condition. Made it very clear in the description. But yeah, 3 into 17, more than happy with that. So maybe I should investigate Skechers a bit more. I think the more unusual style of shoes sell better. And men's sizes, I think most Skechers you see are lady size. I think the market is saturated a little bit. So yeah, if you can get larger size shoes with Skechers, probably onto a bit of a winner. More of a winner than the ladies ones anyway. This I got from a car boot sale a while ago. Bag of toys, 50p each. Just, they had like loads like Power Rangers and just stuff that was like just knackered. This kind of stood out a little bit. So this is from a franchise, I guess, called Captain Power. This is a Sauron Sky Sentry articulated figure. It was about yay big. So what is that? Sort of 4 inches. From 1986, something like that. Missing the weapons. I think it was missing. I think it's meant to have like a head dress. It was missing that as well. But that's gone for £7.50 plus postage. I think, like I said, I paid 50p for it. So, yeah, I took a punt. Again, action figures, I'm just not that clued up on. I need to sort of get into action figures a little bit. But when you go to a car boot sale and there's like a big, let's say like a tray of action figures, let's say they want £1 each, I've got no idea. They might not be worth £1. So I probably need to just pull my finger out, dive in, buy a load, and just try and learn some nuances, what sells, what doesn't, because that's the best way to learn, I find. Just buy it, see what it does. You kind of pay to learn. If you can make some profit, awesome. If not, then no big deal. So yeah, action figure. Next year I'll try and add action figures to the list of things I need to like investigate. So that's that. Another car boot find. These are a pair of Mountain Life walking boots with a Vibram sole. That's what drew me into them. I thought, ooh, Vibram sole. So, you know, a bit more quality than a sort of standard boot. Mountain Life isn't the best outdoor brand. In fact, it's quite a budget one. But I paid a £5. They're in fantastic condition. UK size 8.5. They've gone for £22.50 plus postage. Won't be picking this up again. Ralph Lauren, Pima Cotton, crew neck jumper, size 2XLT, so big and tall size. I think I paid a £5 in a charity shop, which actually isn't too bad, but this would have been a while ago. It's taken an age to sell. It's gone for £20 plus postage, which is fine. But again, I can think of better ways of investing £5 into 20. If it's going to take 8 months to sell, it's not worth picking up for me, in my opinion. So won't be bothering with that one. Sold some Carhartt jeans. These are called the Buccaneer pants. Pretty small size actually. Width 31, length 32. I think I paid £4 in a charity shop for these. I thought it was pretty good, to be honest. They come for £22 plus postage. And I think they took a couple of weeks to sell. But again, small size. They do tend to take longer to sell. But it's Carhartt, so that brought it through. These have taken a while to sell as well. So these are a pair of Clark's software women's leather-heeled court shoes. So like I've got a heel, more like a formal shoe. Only paid a couple of quid at a car boot sale. They've gone for £23 plus postage. I think I had them up for 28. They're in brilliant condition. They still had the price sticker on the inside, even though it's like a discount sticker, if that makes sense. But yeah, from £2, 23 is absolutely fantastic. This is a maxi car Lotus Elise, so 1/43 scale, so like yay big. Model car, paid 50p for this at a car boot sale. That's gone for a tenner plus postage. Oh, I had a Pasha Mama fleece. This was the personal one. It's a size medium. It's always a little bit too snug, and the sleeves were a bit short. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to sell it because I'm not going to wear it. That's gone for £50 plus postage. I think I want to say I paid a tenner for it initially, from a charity shop. Again, a few years ago now, like pre-COVID. I don't know. Maybe. Potentially. But anyway, I grew out of it. £50 plus postage. Great sale. Happy with that. This is a bit different. This is a True Religion, so known to make jeans. It's a long sleeve t-shirt with like slogans down the sleeves. Quite a strange design, to be fair. Size large. I think that was £3 or £3.50 in a charity shop too. It's gone for £18 plus postage. Thought this would do a lot better actually. So this is a Nike England rugby shirt. Long sleeve, which is good. Size XL, so good size. Grey, and it's from 2003-2004 season, so when England won the World Cup. It's gone for £28 plus postage. And I think I paid a £4 for it, which is fine. You know, 4 to 28 is fine. I just thought it would do a bit better. But it seems like with these England shirts, if you can get the shirts that are pre-O2 sponsored, so like BT Cellnet, I think was precursor, or just Cellnet, those ones seem to do a load better. So before the England World Cup victory in 2003, before that period, they seem to do a lot better. The 90s ones can do really, really well. So I just thought it would do a bit better. I think I had it up for 40 initially, then brought it down to 35. Someone offered me 28. This was during the World Cup, whilst England was still in it. I thought, you know what? I've got to get it gone. If I don't get it gone now, there's a chance I won't get it gone again until like the Six Nations in February. So yeah, just get it gone. That's fine. But here's something I don't think I will be picking up again. And this is a brand that, again, I don't know why it doesn't do that well. I watched a video actually, Jonathan from Just Old Things, and he mentioned that this brand doesn't do well for him either when he gets it in like bales and stuff, and that's Reebok. Now, if you can get a vintage, true vintage Reebok sweatshirt with a big like spell out logo, and like, you know, probably like 90s style with like the Union Jack on the tag, you know, nice big size, I think they can do okay. But everything else seems to just bomb. This is a vintage sweatshirt. I'm going to say around about the year 2000. I don't think it was like mid-90s. But logo, like spell out text, Nice big size, XL. I think I only pay £1 for it, so I can't expect too much. But that's gone for 15 quid plus postage. I think I had it up for 30 initially and just brought the price down, 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 down. It's taken nearly a year to sell. I just don't know what it is with Reebok. You know, Nike, Adidas, not Champion. That's another crap one. Just like older like sports brands still do really well if you get the right thing. But Reebok, not so much. So this is a pair of Asics Gecko XT women's trail shoes, so trainers, size 5.5. Paid a £5 at car boot sale. They've gone for £22 plus postage. Size 5.5 is just about where I want to be in terms of like the lowest women's size I'll pick up. A 5 is like absolute rock bottom, unless it's something really like special. I just find the demand for smaller sizes with women's just isn't there, and I've got so many small sizes in boxes that are decent shoes, Air Max. Well, I got Gazelles, bits and bobs, just Timberland boots just aren't selling. There's no demand for them, so. Yeah, anything under a 6, I'll think about. But these were, I love Asics. These were in really good condition, decent price, £5. That's fine. Lovely condition, and it sold pretty quickly, so can't complain. Another car I sold from that big lot of cars I bought from a friend. This is a Vargo Peugeot 205 Turbo 16. Lovely like safari livery. I remember having one of these as a kid, and I loved it. But like I said, I just haven't got the room to really store or display these cars as I'd want to, so I had to get it gone. That's gone for £7.20 plus postage. It must have been up for 8, and I sent out a 10% offer, so that one's gone. Sold a pair of. Do you know what? I've just realised I've misspelt this listing. Isn't that weird? So they're meant to say Supra, and it says Super. What an idiot! And they've still sold for full price. So these are a pair of Supra Vader high top trainers, size 6, green. When I bought them, they were pretty dirty. Gave them a good scrub up, came up really well. I think I paid £3 in a charity shop, £3.50, something like that. They've gone for £20 plus postage. If I'd have put Supra in the title, as I should have done, they probably would have sold more quickly. But there we go. I don't know how I've only just noticed that mistake, but hey, they sold. Okay, next up, standard sale. Sold a pair of Mayors. These cost me, I think these were £3 in a local charity shop. Quite a washed out pink sort of hue, which I guess wouldn't appeal to everyone. They've gone for £17 plus postage. So again, I love picking up Asics. I love wearing Asics for my own running. These are a pair of Asics Gel Kayano 26 trainers, UK size 9, black on black. Lovely condition. Did have different insoles in, but I made it very clear in the listing. Paid £3. They gone for £35 plus postage, and I think they sold the same day. So that was about where solds were at. So I don't think I underpriced them, but I guess somebody just really wanted them. So happy days. Another little experiment I did. Fat Face jeans. Fat Face again is. I don't think they're that expensive new, but the resales of market for Fat Face doesn't seem to be that good. So I picked these up. I think they were £2, so nice and cheap. See how well they do. Nice size, width 38, length 31, so 38 regular. They've gone for £15.50 plus postage. So lovely condition. So I think if I can buy them cheap and they're in a good size and they're in a good condition, they are worth picking up. Oh, this one I've had for yonks. Do you know what? I think I picked this up at a jumble trail, the only jumble trail I've ever done, and I do miss them, but there just hasn't been very many of them down where I live, at least not that I've been aware of. So this is a vintage Helly Hansen Equip retro ski jacket, so from the 90s, something like that. Lovely sort of purple and green colourway. I think, how much did I pay for this? Maybe a £5. I honestly don't know. I'm pretty sure I bought this 2021 and it's only just sold. Wow, I don't even want to know the eBay fees I've paid to keep this thing going. But it's gone for £50 plus postage, so there's some profit there. But oh my god, yeah, but I would pick it up again because it is kind of cool. And I wore it a couple of times and it fitted fine, but yeah, took an age to sell, so I'll bear that in mind next time. So next up, this is a Nike Brighton and Hove Albion football shirt. Picked this up a couple of months ago now in a charity shop in Plymouth, I believe. Size XXL, nice big size. Paid £3. That's gone for £20 and 69 pence plus postage. Again, it must have been like a 10% offer. This is the Mayer Stretch men's corduroy trousers. Again, I had these for ages. Really good size too. Width 42, length 32. Black, cotton blend. Only gone for £19 plus postage. And I think I paid, I want to say I paid a £5 for them. Something like that. So not great. If I can buy Mayers for £3 and get 17 quickly, then why would I spend a £5 and get 19 and then take ages to sell? Some people can get like close to 30 for Mayers. I don't quite know how. I guess it's just right place, right time, right size, right colour, that usual stuff. But anyway, that's what they sold for. It's okay. Again, as I said before, I love picking up band t-shirts. Some band t-shirts aren't worth very much. You might pay £3 for a t-shirt and it sells for like 15, so you're getting like what, £5-6 profit after tax and fees. Not great. This one was a bit different. So this is on a Hanes heavy tee tag, so dates it to around early 2000s. This is by a band called Porcupine Tree. I believe they're like a British prog rock band, so I mean not the most well-known band. This is a long sleeve t-shirt commemorating their album. As an offer, I might take it, I might cancel, we'll see. So commemorating their album Light Bulb Sun. I don't really know Porcupine Tree that well, I just have to look it up obviously to understand what to put in the listing. Size XL, lovely condition, graphic print was like immaculate. Paid £3 or £3.50 for this. That's gone for £63 plus postage. And I think I had it up for 70, again, 10% offer. Happy days. Yeah, so some band t-shirts can just like flounder and blah, 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 but then some can do really well. And to be fair, I'll pick up any band t-shirt that's in good condition and at a good price because it's one of my favourite things to sell. I love music and I love seeing like different artworks and prints that are sort of conveyed on t-shirts, like representing the bands, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that was an exceptional one. So hopefully I can find some more of those. So moving on, and I saw this in a charity shop, and it was a tenner, and I wasn't quite sure how well it would do. Didn't have any signal in the shop. I thought I'd give it a go. This is a brand called Isobar, like the weather fronts, but sheep. So Isobar, but it's 100% super fine merino wool pullover hoodie. As a size large, but it's more medium. That's gone for £45 plus postage. I said I paid a tenner. Don't think it took more than like a week to sell, so really happy with that. Pair of vintage, well, Y2K Nike tracksuit bottoms, women's, size XL. Paid £1, I think, at a car boot sale. They've gone for a tenner plus postage. Taken ages to sell. Probably wouldn't pick them up again. Again, I guess the demand just isn't there. I mean, it might be, but for whatever reason, they've just taken an age to sell for me, so I probably wouldn't pick them up again. Sort of model kits. I don't think I've got any more. I think that's my last model kit. I just haven't really been finding them. At least not at a price point I'm happy to pay, and maybe not complete, if that makes sense. This is a Toyota Supra by a brand called Fujimi, a bit like Tamiya, if you've heard of Tamiya. Gone for £20 plus postage. It was complete, but it had been started, so that did hamper the price a little bit. Pair of New Balance. These are the 577 Kush Plus women's trainers. Again, only a size 5.5, but they were in lovely condition. Only paid £2 at the car boot sale. They've gone for £17 plus postage. Sold these trainers before, and they got returned because they were too small. Or the person said, "Oh, I looked at the EU size and it didn't marry up with the UK size." Well, I put the UK size in the description, the title, everywhere. Idiot. Anyway, it's a pair of Asics Gel Venture 7. These are some trail shoes. UK size 9. EU 44. I know the 9 can be a EU 43 with some manufacturers, but I thought it was a size 9. We're in the UK. Use your brain. Anyway, got returned. Came back. Sold them again pretty quickly, £25 plus postage, and I paid £3 for them. So even after the return postage, well, even after the initial postage, I obviously don't get back. Still decent profit, so that's fine. Another car out of the collection. This is a Tonka polysteel Lamborghini Diablo. Probably dates from the late 2000s. Late 1990s. Nice big scale, 1/18. That's gone for 15 quid plus postage. Sold some Woolovers. This is again, materials can mean so much. This is a Woolovers Cashmere Merino wool full zip hoodie. I think it was unisex, but I sort of marketed it as men's. No, I didn't. I put unisex in the title. And use my brain. 26 quid plus postage. I think I paid 4 quid for that as well. Again, it's a plain grey hoodie, no branding. I don't think it even had a Woolovers like a collar tag. It was all in the wash label, so pretty much nondescript. Swooped in, picked it up, good profit, nice. This brand again. This brand used to like absolutely slay. When I was in sixth form, Jack Wills. Jack Wills was like the brand to be seen in. We're talking like 2010, so we're going back a few years now. I wouldn't bother picking up Jack Wills. Maybe the wax cotton jackets, but again, I don't think the demand really is there anymore. This is a ladies gilet. It's feather downfield. That's what attracted me to it. I only paid a couple of quid for it, but it's only a UK size 8. But a lovely tartan design. So you know, pros and cons. £16.20 plus postage. I think I had it for 25 initially, then dropped the price to 20, and then somebody offered me 20 quid all in. I was like, yeah, let's go for it, because it wasn't selling for any more than that. So this year, there were 3 things that I really wanted to get more involved with. Cameras, which I think I did pretty successfully, given I've had some really good sales with cameras. Watches, which hasn't happened at all. The only watch I bought this year is this one that I used for 10p. I just haven't really put as much effort into learning about watches as I should have done. So I'll defer that to next year, because I do want to learn more about watches, but it just hasn't happened this year. And handbags. I really wanted to give handbags a go, just because you see them everywhere, and I just wanted to know what ones sell well. I'm not talking about Mulberry or Louis Vuitton and really high-end stuff, because you don't really see them. And when you do see them, they probably are going to be fake. I don't have the knowledge that, say, the luxury pickers have in like identifying what is fake and what isn't. And I don't really want to spend loads of money researching it, because to be honest, I'm just not interested by handbags. This is one I picked up. I thought would do quite well. It kind of hasn't. So this is by a brand called Osprey London, which is, I guess, it's like on par with like Radley. It's that sort of thing. Only paid £4.50 for it in a charity shop, lovely condition. But it's only sold for 18 quid plus postage. And it sold fairly quickly, within a couple of weeks. But I'm just not fussed. I'd rather invest that £4.50 into something that I'm more interested in. Took up a bit of room. So it's a shoulder bag, so the handle didn't fold flat, so it was quite a big parcel. I just can't be bothered. Sold a pair of hotters though. Haven't had a pair of hotters for ages. To be fair, I've been avoiding picking them up, and to be fair, let's be honest, in charity shops they are priced up usually pretty high. But these were from a charity shop, but they were 3 quid. Strange, but these were a men's. I'm pretty sure these are one of the only men's size hotters I've sold. So UK size 9. These are called the Ace, just like a standard slip-on, almost like the sort of the hotter version of the Vans slip-on. They're pretty similar style. £18 plus postage for them. Sold some North Face. This is a North Face 700 women's goose down puffer jacket. Bright pink. Size medium. It did have a split in the rear, which I had to get repaired. I was aware of it when I bought it. Had to get repaired. Got for 40 quid plus postage though. So that's actually fair. That isn't too bad at all, given the rip in the back and positive feedback. So we're all good. Unique Clothes, another brand I haven't really dived into. It doesn't seem to be that sort of sought after on these shores. In America, seems to do a bit better. This was a 100% cashmere tank top, size XL, pretty good condition, but it did have it had the previous owner's name. You know when you go to school and your mum or your dad puts your name tag on like a really sticky label, they don't sew it in, they like stick it. And I couldn't get this sticky label off without damaging the cashmere. I was like, I just thought, I'm going to leave it and just sell it as it is. Anyway, £21.20 plus postage. I think I paid £6 for this. So knowing now what I do, I probably wouldn't pick it up again. But anything cashmere is going to have a demand, but not if it's got a sticky label and is maybe not unique clothing. I don't know. And it's certainly not for £6, so never mind. Right, much better sale here. Pair of Cris Brasher vintage walking boots. I've actually sold these before and they came back because apparently they were the wrong size. Slight tangent. Of all the returns I have, I'd say footwear is the most common return. I guess because you can't really measure shoes that well. And sizes aren't standardized, are they? They vary between manufacturers, even within manufacturers probably. So anyway, these were returned. Listen again, took a while to sell, finally sold, full price, £45 plus postage, and hopefully they stay sold. What did I pay for these? Maybe a £5 at a car boot sale, something like that. So really happy with that. Again, even with the previous return, still a good profit there, so that's all good. Sold another Carhartt item. This is called the Bowmont Mask. It's basically like a balaclava. So obviously somebody's preparing for like a cold winter. What do they know that I don't? Paid £2 I think at a car boot sale. That's gone for £13.50 all in. Oh, remember that Hot Wheels set I sold earlier on? £100. So I sold a load of these Crackups Cars as a job lot of 10, £15 plus postage. A lot of them were missing pieces, so I didn't really ask for top dollar. To be fair, they sold really quickly within a couple of hours, so maybe I could have got a bit more, but a lot of them were spares or repairs, so doesn't matter. And a similar story with this one. So this is a vintage Hot Wheels Redline Revers. So this dates from 1973, so yeah, 50 years old. It's almost like a pullback, but it had an elastic band that obviously perished over time. The paintwork was pretty good though, although I think it was missing its tow hook. £20 plus postage, but again, that sold like, man, within about half an hour. Oh, poo. So, yeah, I probably could have asked more for that. Maybe like 25, not talking like massive money. But, yeah. Never mind. I should have done prior research. I didn't. So, my fault. This surprised me. So, I've had this in the wardrobe for ages. I bought it, just didn't list it. I don't know why. I sort of forgot about it. And I found it again. I thought, okay, I should probably list that. So this is a Ralph Lauren, not purple label, nothing sort of fancy, just standard, normal line Ralph Lauren, not polo. Woman's wool blazer jacket, size 8, so pretty small size. Yeah, 100% wool with like a polyester lining, I think. Made in Italy. Paid a tenner in a charity shop because it still had the tag attached to it when I got out of the wardrobe. That's gone for £55 plus postage, and I've never known a listing to generate so many views and watches so quickly. I've had quite a few that have, maybe achieved sort of 5 or 6 in the first day. I had 18 watches in the first day. What on earth? So I thought it would sell really quickly. Had it up for £60, but then like a week passed and people kept watching it but didn't really take the plunge. So I sent out an offer, £55 plus postage, and one of the watchers, I think I had on about 23 by that point, took it. So yeah, bizarre what people will watch. And are they watching it because they want to see how well it does, or are they watching it because they actually want to buy it? I think the former applies more on eBay because people will just watch things for months and not do anything. But hey, just my own thoughts on that. But yeah, really happy with that sale anyway. Another brand that I don't really find I have much luck with is Hush Puppies. I actually own a couple of Hush Puppies shoes myself, a pair of boots that are really comfortable. But yeah, again, the secondhand market just doesn't seem to be that good for them. So these are a pair of Hush Puppies. It's called the Reggie Classic leather boots, like a chucker boot. UK size 8. Again, I don't think I paid more than £2 or £3 in a charity shop, just sort of experimenting. They've gone for £18 plus postage, full price, but they've taken, man, at least half a year to sell, so probably wouldn't pick them up again. Bit better though. So again, I picked these up in a charity shop nearby. Clark's collection. These are the Vargo plain. Were they like a sort of nubuck leather, kind of? Leather shoes, brand new in box, like never been worn, absolutely immaculate. So I paid a tenner. I think I had these up for 55 because lots of they were still being sold by like power sellers, like 50 or 60 quid all in. So I thought I'll just like undercut them and see what happens. Had offers around the £45 mark. I thought I'd rather get 50, meet in the middle. Didn't really happen. Took an offer, 48 quid plus postage. Happy with that. Mountain Warehouse, I wouldn't recommend picking up for the most part. But Mountain Warehouse Extreme, much, much better. In fact, if you saw this video was ages ago actually, it was the brands you shouldn't overlook video, like normal brands but with like niches that do a lot better than the standard brand does, if that makes sense. So Mountain Warehouse Extreme is a good example of that. It's like a more premium line of like outdoor equipment and like clothing. This is a women's, this is called the slope style ski jacket, UK size 18, lovely big size. Again, it was almost new without tags. It was incredible condition. Paid, I want to say I paid a £5 at a car boot sale. That's gone for £30 plus postage. A brand I wish I could find more often, Universal Works. Anyway, this is 100% cotton. Oh my gosh, I sold 100%. I've sold a cotton shirt. I've only just realised. Okay, that's a stepping stone for me, because for some reason my shop is cursed and cotton shirts typically don't sell. But anyway, this one has £27 plus postage, so that must have been on a 10% offer. And I think I had up to 30 initially, so and I paid. What did I pay for this? I think I paid £4 for this. Again, completely like nondescript. Cancer research charity shop as well. Yeah, so Universal Works, really good brand. Keep an eye out for it. Again, I tend to stay away from small sizes, literally small sizes, because they tend to take ages to sell. This one has hung around a little bit, I'll be honest. This is a brand called Huff, or HUF. This is a Peanuts Snoopy collaboration hoodie. Again, size small, pullover. I paid £2, I think, for this at the car boot sale. It's gone for £17 plus postage. All Saints is another brand that's kind of fallen by the wayside a little bit. Certainly the Ramskull stuff, I just feel demand isn't really there anymore. This is taking ages to sell. In fact, it's been returned as well, so it's just, yeah, it's been languishing. This is the Raven crew neck sweatshirt, only a size medium, and that may have held it back a little bit. £25 plus postage, full price. Oh gosh, I've had these for ages as well. So these are the Nike men's Air, and I can never say this blimmin' word. Huarachi? Huarachi? Is that it? Huarachi? I don't know. Anyway, these are the premium oil grey and rainforest trainers. Apparently like a more unusual colourway. I only paid like maybe £3. Only paid about £3 for them in a car boot sale. But a couple of years ago, yeah, they've been hanging around. I had these up for £70 initially. I think I got a bit too ambitious with the StockX price. They finally sold £35 plus postage, which is still a good, bit of profit from £3. But I thought they'd do a lot better. They are only a UK size 7. I don't know if that held them back a little bit, but lovely condition. But anyway, £35. It's absolutely fine. But sold on a ski jacket. This is ONeal. This is called the Launch Series. It's like an olive green jacket. Ladies size medium. So about UK 12 to 14. £17 plus postage. And I believe I bought that the last car boot of the year. I think it was only £2. So happy with that. Sold this X-rated bicycle seat. I don't know why I bought this, to be honest. I paid £3 for it. It was brand new. I thought it would do a bit better than it has. But you can basically still buy one in Halfords for like £18. So it's gone for £11 plus postage. So, I mean, it hasn't taken too long to sell, but I don't think I'd buy that again. It's just a bit meh. I think I got lucky with that sale, put it that way. I don't think I'd had the same sort of responsiveness from people looking to buy that if I bought one again. So, bear that in mind. Funnily enough, from the same trip, I sold these Lokes. These are a pair of Loke men's Russell tassel loafers, black, UK size 9.5. I paid £15 for these. Paid up a little bit, but they sold for £52 plus postage. So happy with that. They've taken a couple of weeks to sell, so 15 into 52. That's okay. I'm happy with that. Yeah, not bad at all. Had a load of lowball offers though. Oh my gosh, £20, £25, £30. I thought, you guys and girls are just taking the piss now. Like, no, I wanted at least 50. At least 50. So I was like, 55, hoping they counter. No chance. This person did, so £52 plus postage. That's absolutely fine. I don't sell books. I don't go out of my way to look at books. Maybe I should, because these books are sold really well. So I picked these up a couple of weeks ago for £2 from a charity shop. So this is a box set of 7 books by C.S. Forrester, the Hornblower series. Naval officer, admiral character, I think. So £2, £30 plus postage they've gone for, and they sold in a couple of days. Had them for 35, took an offer. I mean, I paid £2. I'm not going to get greedy. So yeah, maybe I should look into books a bit more. So this is a Paramo Mirada women's knit wax jacket. Paramo is a fantastic brand, one of my favourite brands to sell. Really good quality outdoor clothing. Paid £7 for this in a very expensive charity shop. Again, the great thing about Paramo is, apart from that knit wax patch on the sleeve and maybe a little tab, there isn't really much to distinguish it from a sort of generic like cotton traders jacket. That's unfair. But to the sort of casual charity shop worker, it's not like North Face or even like Patagonia. It's just kind of subtle, and I like that. So it's priced at £7. That's gone for £76.50 plus postage. Had it up for 90, and that offer came in. I thought, do you know what? I paid £7. More than happy with that. And it's a repeat buyer, but I can't remember what they bought before. So, but anyway, hopefully they're happy with that. So that's all good. A couple more, and then I'll leave you alone. Ping Collection Men's Golf Quarter Zip Top. It's like a base layer. That's gone for £16 plus postage. Taking like a couple of weeks to sell. Paid £3, I think, so that's good. Another brand that I hadn't heard of before, Icebreaker. Paid a £5. That's gone for £36 plus postage, and it sold within a week. Had it up for 40. Again, 10% offer. Only a size medium as well, but Icebreaker, really, really good brand to be looking out for. Again, in an expensive charity shop, so you can still find bargains. You just need to know where to look. Second best sale of the month, funny enough, Patagonia. And I bought this on the car boot sale for £20. This is called the Divided Pile Fleece Jacket. I actually, do you know what? I remember buying this. I looked at it, asked how much it was. She said £20. I actually went away, did like a loop, and immediately regretted not picking it up. Went back, and by some miracle, it was still there. Normally, you go back and somebody's just buying it. You know, you think, oh, why didn't I buy it earlier? But anyway, paid £20. That's gone for £95 plus postage. Had it up for 110, I think, or maybe even 120. I might have gone a bit greedy. But anyway, it's been for sale for ages. Somebody offered me 95. I thought that is, yeah, from £20, that's absolutely fine. So off it goes. Again, picked this up when I picked up the books. This is a vintage Gill Polotech sailing beanie. One size, made in England, paid £2. That's gone for £11 all in. Some more Woolovers. This is I put men's, but I think it probably is unisex. This is a merino wool and cashmere blend cable knit jumper, size XL, lovely sort of pale green colour. It's taken an age to sell, but it's gone for £28 plus postage. And I don't think I paid more than £4 for it, so I would pick it up again, even though it's taken an age to sell. To be fair, we have come through the summer, so that probably explains why it's taken so long to sell. It's not really a sort of summery thing, but it's sold now, full price. More than happy with that. Sold the PlayStation game I picked up the other week. This is Galarians for the PS1. Big box, lovely condition. That's gone for £42 plus postage on the GSP over to Portugal. I think it's my first Portugal sale, so that's kind of cool. Paid £2.50. I mean, that's says it all really. Fit Flop Super Boots. These I thought would do a bit better than they have done. Size 6, decent condition. Paid £3 at a car boot. £23 plus postage. Again, I thought these would do a bit better. These are New Balance 237s, women's size 6. Sold, when I looked, was sort of 30, 35. Mine didn't sell for that. Mine went for £25 plus postage. Paid a £5. And finally, I sold a strategy guide. Again, I sold another book. Hey, look at that. This is the Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 game for the PS3, I guess. Xbox 360, 2011. Yep, that works out. Pay 50p, £13 plus postage. And that is October. And this is going to be a chuffing long video. So yeah, October has actually been pretty good. The Q4 hype. Well, I don't know, because it's November the 1st and I've only sold one thing and I haven't paid yet and it's gone for £6. So, no, honestly, it peaks and troughs, ups and downs, it's fine. Yeah, actually, October's been pretty good, isn't it? Hadn't even realised, even with some of my blunders along the way. So, yeah, really happy with that. Oh, I need to stop talking. Yeah, this is going to be a long video, but if you got this far, thank you so much. Please do like, comment, and subscribe, as always. I really appreciate the comments. The last video got loads of comments. I love that. I love reading your comments, even when the topics are a bit more sort of controversial. I love hearing how well you guys are doing, because charity shops are a battle currently. So if we can find sort of like ways to sort of overcome the limitations of charity shop sourcing, you know, it's great to share, you know, your experiences and mine too. So yeah, keep them coming, keep the comments coming. But until next time, I need to stop talking, as I said. Thank you so much. Take care, and I will see you hopefully in about a week's time. So take care. See you soon. Goodbye.